Hello and welcome to Hank Games Without Hank. My name is John Green. I'm the manager of the Swoodilypoopers, who, as you can see from that great shot, are great at football. That was John Green, Nate Bennett, scoring, doing a twistly wink, and then emerging and celebrating. I'm going to talk today about the movies. They're turning one of my books into a movie right now, so I'm on the set of that movie a lot. I've been really lucky in a lot of respects. But one of the main ones is that not only are they not only is a Hollywood studio turning one of my books into a movie, but they are also they actually care about what I think, which sometimes, by the way, I think will probably not make the fans happy, like the people who love the book, because a lot of times I don't care that much about like fidelity to the book. I care about like or the plot of the book. I care about like fidelity to the plot. Like the themes and the stuff that is kind of like deep down core to my experience of what the book is about, like rather than little stuff like, oh, his eyes are the wrong color, oh yeah, that stuff doesn't interest me. Sorry, I know that a lot of you feel passionately about this stuff, and maybe it is possible that I am wrong not to care about it more. But anyway, I've learned a lot about movies, which I always, so for instance, I always thought that movies were filmed in order, that like the beginning was filmed on like the first day of shooting. And I mean, I'm a little bit embarrassed to admit this because I guess that it is widely known that that is not the case. But like when I went to the movie set, I was very lucky to be there for the first day of shooting. And when I went there, I expected them to be filming, the first page of the book, or at least the first page of the screenplay. But in fact, they were filming like something entirely different. I can't tell you what. Oh, what a fantastic goal! We honor selectively mute Merrick with our silence from that one of the great goals in Swindon history, scored by tiny little Merrick, bald, selectively mute, brilliant footballer. That shot was just all power and glory, and that's the way that he plays, and that's why I love him. People say, oh, you shouldn't hire only old Swoodilypoopers. Really? I shouldn't? Did you see that goal? What a winner from Merrick. Yeah, I expected them to like film the beginning, but in fact they did not film the beginning. They filmed something entirely different because they have to film everything. If they're going to shoot like in one location, oh gosh, I don't think it's too much of a spoiler to say that Hazel has a house, for instance. If they're going to shoot everything in one location at one time, which makes sense financially, like you don't want to keep like setting up in different locations. Oh gosh. I suck at this game so much. I suck, and I also put myself in a terrible position by not getting good players because I only wanted gingers. But on the other hand, I do love gingers. So, and like people are like, oh, but like you just saw what Merrick did, so maybe I'm right. I don't know. Am I human or am I dancer? Another joke that perhaps four people will get. So, yeah, it is not shot in order, it turns out. It is shot according to, like, location. So everything in one location is shot together, and then everything in another location is shot together, etc. It's a really interesting process. The other thing that I did not know is that when I see a movie and there's, like, 6 different angles, I always assumed that those 6 different angles represent, like, 6 different cameras shooting one thing. But in fact, it represents one camera shooting 6 different things. And then those 6 different things being edited together, which I never understood because each shot has to be lit differently. Of course, this makes sense to me now. Like, I know enough about lighting that, of course, that's the case. But, yeah, each shot has to be lit separately. That's not always the case, but usually. So, oh, gosh. Oh, photoring! Everything worked out better than expected. You feel shame because you missed an easy shot. The main thing, though, that I didn't understand was, like, the level of professionalism. I make YouTube videos, and I think we're pretty good at it, and I'm really proud of the stuff that we make. I'm really proud of Crash Course and and I'm really proud of Mental Floss, and I'm even proud of the Swoodilypoopers. That was not a foul. I have been falsely accused of a crime. But oh, really? You're gonna do that many zigs and zags? That's just cheating. There we go. He who shall not be named was like, we're not gonna have any more of that. Not in my house. Oh, that was almost a good idea. But yeah, so like I always, on some level, to be honest with you, I always figured that like this is a very inexpensive movie, like relative to movies, but it's still millions and millions of dollars that they're spending to make it. And like I always figured that like that money was on some level sort of wasted because it only costs like $6,000 to make an episode of Crash Course, and we've got, like education to teach, not just trying to like tell a funny story. We've got, we've got to pay curriculum people, and we've got to license footage and all that stuff. And there was always a little part of me that was like, surely this could be done more cheaply, but no. It's just a totally different animal. It's like a completely different thing when you're trying to make everything. When you're trying to make everything perfect. There's a great moment in the book Lean In when Sheryl Sandberg talks about how one of the mottos at Facebook is that they would rather things be done than be perfect. And that is very much, that's the whole internet idea, and sometimes that bites you a little bit, but it works out in the end because you get to make lots of good things. Now you don't, sometimes you wish that you could have made a more perfect thing, but you get to make lots of things, and that to me is definitely worth the trade-off. I've gotten to make probably almost 1,000, one way or another, 1,000 YouTube videos at this point in my career, and my brother's gotten to make another 1,000. Like that's awesome. The level of professionalism involved in just forget editing the movie, which I won't see, but like just shooting the movie is like absolutely phenomenal. Every single person, and there are a lot of them, there's like more than 100, is really, really good at whatever their job is. Like the best, one of the best in the world at what their job is. One of the best electricians, or one of the best sound technicians, or, just the absolute best. One of the best people at being able to supervise scripts and provide video, immediate run-throughs. Oh no, Fotheringham! Oh, Green Eggs and Fotheringham. Where would we be without him? I'll tell you what, we would not be in the championship in 5th place on our way to a possible run to the Premier League. We would be probably festering in League One. Green Eggs and Fotheringham. Just a genius. Taking off dings, which is probably a good call. Yeah, I mean, it's like difficult to get your head around how good, and like part of what's so fun for me about being able to watch this is that I get to watch people who are really good at their jobs, but I am in a very low stress environment. Like I'm just like, I don't know, you guys are doing great. I don't have anything to do. Like, I mean, if there are questions about like what's in the book or whatever, I can sort of answer them. Although Ansel, the guy who plays Gus, was making fun of me for the completely true reason that we were talking about something that was in the book, and he was like, I'm pretty sure this is in the book. He was like, I'm pretty sure this isn't in the book. And I was like, no, it's definitely in the book. And he was like, dude, I don't want to, I know you wrote the book and everything, but like I'm almost positive it's not in the book. And, or I can't remember, whatever. And I was like, but anyway, I was like very, very passionately defending my position, whatever it was. And then I was completely wrong. Because of course, like, he's playing Gus. Like, he's read the book a lot of times, and he's read it very recently. Whereas I read the book, not to brag, but I have read The Fault in Our Stars a bunch. But it's been a while. Like, I haven't read it since it came out. So, like, it's been 2 years since I read it. That was offside. That was an illegal goal. It should not count. Actually, they made a good call. The ref made an appropriate call. Thank you, referee. It was barely offside, but it was. Definitely was. Why did they have a zombie on their team? It's cheating. They have a ghoul. That's not fair. Why don't I get to have a ghoul? Well, it would be 1-1 if I were. Oh, anyway. Yeah. So like, I guess I can answer questions about the book, although in many cases I can't even do that. I just have to have Ansel answer them. But it's just really fun. It's fun to be in a collaborative environment, and it's fun to be in a place where so many people want to do right by your story. And also, it's fun to see something that you've never seen before. Like, I thought it's so vastly different from the world of video production as I know it. And I have to say, like, I do not have any desire to, like, get into that world. Just to be clear, like, I do not want to be a movie producer. I do not want to write movies. I really, in a lot of ways, it's made me love YouTube more because I realize, like, YouTube is what I'm supposed to. Get in! Yes! Yes! Oh! What a season he's having! Oh! William Wordsworth with a fantastic goal in the 90th minute to secure the victory for Swindon Town. Oh, my goodness. Leroy Williamson couldn't, but Wordsworth could. Oh, it's old school Swoodilypooper football all of a sudden. Oh, you beauty. Get in. Now it's just a matter of winding down the clock and not giving up a stupid... Are you freaking kidding me? Oh! Green Eggs and Foderingham remains a hero. Green Eggs and Foderingham, Wordsworth, Merrick, new Swoodilypoopers, old Swoodilypoopers. Can you feel the love in the air tonight? Thank you for watching. Best wishes.